Well, here on the fourth green, there's a couple of things that we've looked at today as part of our agronomy review. We're still looking at the focused application of top dressing quantities to different greens. We've got such a range of environmental conditions with greens of different character close to the dunes, which receive naturally drier conditions and more sand dressing blowing in over time, compared to the further railway side holes, which are a little bit lower lying and a little bit more sort of organic matter in selected areas of greens, and require a little bit more top dressing to control the organic matter, so we can get the right optimum performance and we can get that balance between some of the slightly more vulnerable, weaker greens and the naturally drier, firmest greens. So that's sort of really working out, so it helps present the conditions which will favour the finer grasses over time as well. So that's all sort of ongoing work, and we look at sort of changing top dressing materials to help achieve these objectives. Some things that you don't see in your sort of day-to-day playing the golf course. Other things that we look at, again, something might not be visible to the golfer, it's a sort of the continued strategy for overseeding on the greens and sward texture and refinement. So you may see periods of certainly differential growth rates. That's really coming up right now, so not all grasses grow at the same temperature. Some are slower to get going rather than others, so you might see some of the coarser, older bent grasses become a little bit more lateral and procumbent in early season, and that requires a little bit of gentle work and a bit of gentle nutrition, but we don't get sort of true sort of equal growth until sort of arguably the back end of May. But it doesn't mean the surfaces don't play well, because these are beautifully firm surfaces and quite consistent around a golf course, with the odd variances that we spoke about in a few lower lying areas. And everything's about good moisture control, and I'm absolutely delighted that progress is now being made with the irrigation system. Phase 1 is going to give so much more control for the greenkeepers, and again, our objective is to keep the right level of moisture when we're in control of that through the application of irrigation. Back that up with spot checking of moisture content, so we can really dial in that. And the system will arguably use a lot more sprinklers but less water, so we're environmentally responsible and the right thing to do. So really pleased with the progress in that. And with the changes in the irrigation, the sprinkler technology, we can get better coverage to a few areas, such as a few grass pathways which are going in, and a few sensitive walkway areas. So we've spoke about that before, so that's really good progress. Other objectives for the greens, again, overseeding, really important to continue with the top dressing, aeration and overseeding treatments, which are annual, and we spoke about just doubling up in a few. There's certainly notable footprints of play. It can be a high volume play golf course, because it's a good golf course and everybody wants to come. But we can see the footprints of that in a few of the sort of pinnable areas, so we want to keep getting a bit of fescue into those areas as well, to maintain the botanical composition and ultimately firm, smooth, true, consistent and authentic links conditions greens at Abu Dhabi Golf Club.